Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 8 of the great comeback albums of all time. We're doing it all month long here in April 2024. 30 days in the month. We picked out our 30 favorite comeback albums from bands who have come back from adversity. Not diversity. I can't believe I said that 3 days in a row. It's just so easy. I can record these very early in the morning and sometimes my brain's just not fully functioning, right? Adversity, diversity, right? There's so much talk about diversity these days. It's easy to make that mistake. But yes, adversity, or a long, long layoff, or change in members, or a bomb of an album, and then they come back, return to form, right? The comeback albums, where all is well again with these bands, right? And these albums are just killer. Today, this is the 8th studio album from this British band. It comes 7 years after their last album, when their band leader basically said, "That's it, no more." That album was very red. This one is very red. It was released on September 22nd, 1981, recorded at Island Studios in Notting Hill in London, produced by the band and Rhett Davies for EG/Warner Brothers Records. I'm talking about Discipline by Red. It is very red. Their last album was called Red. This is the Red album, though. Red, red, red. So this basically is Robert Fripp saying, you know what? Let's put something back together. He calls up Bill Bruford, because Bill Bruford was in that final incarnation of King Crimson for the Red album. Says, let's see if we can make a go of this again, right? They bring in Tony Levin on Chapman stick and bass guitar and backing vocals. Tony Levin, a local guy for me. He's a Hudson Valley guy. He's from like the Woodstock, Kingston area, right? Not too far from where I live. I've actually run into Tony a few times over the years around here. Like I said, Bill Bruford on drums. Adrian Belew on all sorts of guitars. And Robert Fripp on all sorts of guitars, and Adrian Belew on guitars, guitar synthesizers, and lead vocals. Of course, Adrian played with Mr. Frank Zappa, right? At that point in time, Adrian was making a name for himself, and then boom, gets thrust into this band. So now you've got this kind of American/British combo lineup of King Crimson for the first time. Very interesting. And a very interesting album. One of their best, but very different than everything that came before. This album takes on lots more different styles. It's progressive rock, sure, but there's like new wave and kind of like artsy stuff going on here. Very, very different, very angular type of music, very rhythmic music. Gone are the big mellotrons and the soaring instrumental passages here with these kind of herky-jerky movements and these wild guitar soundscapes from Belew and Fripp. Elephant talk. Talk, 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 talk. Elephant talk. Awesome way to open up the album. Frame by frame. Great stuff. Mate Kudasai, right? Just intoxicating. Indiscipline. Just mind-blowingly crazy stuff going on there. Thalo and Jin Cheed kicking off side 2, the original vinyl. That's pretty damn complicated, right? I mean, the arrangement is just, I always like, the vocal arrangement, the musical stuff that's going on, all the crazy guitars and the stick and just, yeah, it's nuts, right? Bilford just going berserk underneath. Very cool. The Sheltering Sky and Discipline, of course, finish off the album in fine instrumental fashion. Great album. This lineup released those 3 albums. To me, there's this one, and then there's the other 2. The other 2 are fine. I dig them quite a bit. This one, though, is in a league of its own. Awesome, awesome stuff. Really dig this album a lot. Discipline. Let's look at the charts. Canada, number 18. Dutch charts, number 43. France, number 17. Japan, number 33. New Zealand, number 13. Sweden, number 37. UK album charts, number 41. And here in the States, this made it to number 45. Do not believe any certification on this. Not quite, right? It's not quite like a gold album really anywhere, but still a very respectable album. And of course, the singles were Mate Kudasai, released in November '81, and then Thela Hunjinchi, released also later that year in Spain as a single. Interesting choice of a single. I would never choose that for a single. I love the song. It's one of my favorites on the album, but I don't know if I'd choose it as a single, right, to get radio airplay. But hey, maybe they know something in Spain that we don't, right? Who knows? Maybe my father's relatives were behind that somehow, right? They're like, our nephew over there in the States, I know he kind of digs this kind of music. We're gonna get this released as a single. You never know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. So anyway, that's my pick for today. The great comeback albums. The King Crimson, of course, would go on to record this incarnation and record 2 more albums after this. They're back, better than ever, different but better than ever. And then we would see King Crimson in various incarnations, over the years. You got Thrak coming out a bunch of years later, and up until just a couple years ago, when I think Robert finally said, "Okay, we've done probably all we can do. We've had lots of fun. We've done lots of tours. We've released a bunch of albums. That's it." And now we've got this band called Beat, right, which is going to be playing material from these 3 albums, this one and the 2 that comes after it. Of course, crazy lineup there as well. You got Adrian Belew, holdover from this lineup. Danny Carey from Tool, right? We've also got the great Steve Vai, and of course Tony Levin, right? So, yeah. Discipline, my pick for today. Let us know what you think of this album down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, your comeback album for today. And we'll see you tomorrow for another one. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there, as always. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo coming up on the channel this week. Lots happening. We've got, of course, tomorrow in the Prague seat, album study day once again. Yes's Tales from Topographic Oceans. We're going to dissect that album in great detail. So tune in tomorrow night for that. Wednesday is new album review day. Should have a few things for you. Maybe nothing, momentous as far as like major releases, but some cool stuff nonetheless. Albums that are definitely worth your attention. So stay tuned for that, especially for you Prague and Fusion fans. And then I may get to it this week. If not, I'll have to wait till next week, and I think the release date is next week anyway, but the new Van der Plas is sitting here. But I may hold that off till we get a little bit closer to release date, so that's probably a week from this Wednesday. But got some other good Lusteriada, Nataraja, we got the Guadalquivir, we got PSI, there's stuff sitting here. Got Lucifer Was, got some cool stuff sitting here, so I'm going to try and get to as much as I can this week, but the rest will be saved for next week. And then, of course, Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Going to do a big, another one of those catalog comparison ranking type things for notable American bands from the 70s. We're going to take a look at all their 70s output and rank them. Ted Nugent, Kiss, Blue Oyster Cult, and Aerosmith. That's coming up on Friday. We've also got the Professor's Picks on Friday. We've also got the Review Crew coming up on Saturday. And ranking the albums on Sunday, it's Thrash Day once again. It's German Thrash Day once again. Count Ralphus and myself will be ranking the albums of the great legendary German thrash band Destruction. That's coming up on Sunday. So lots happening this week. Tune in. Please subscribe. Click on that notification bell. And we'll see you soon for all of it. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.